Hello everyone, Hawky here, back with another sort of Convallaria video. So let's look at this discussion here from Super Mimi, Icy Fun, prediction about the strength of Witcher 3 collab characters. A rational prediction. Because we know the Witcher 3 collab has been confirmed worldwide, so not only on our version, so our version includes Global, JP, and KR, but it's also on the CN version, right? It's CN and Taiwan, which are 6 months ahead of us. They're like 6 months of power creep essentially. And like they got all the OP element characters coming up. Like we don't even have SP Mytha, right? So, we'll be like, maybe SP Mytha, Lukama level. Shams is really strong as well. Shanaz does look really good. Heshan's such a big buffer. Selena has a pretty strong floor there, and yeah, just a lot of strong characters coming up. And we're like, Witcher 3 is going to be on that level of strength, right? The official announcement of a collaboration with Witcher 3 has been made. A specific release date and character information are yet to be announced. Discussions are very heated, from character design to skill mechanics, faction affiliation and team composition. Everyone has their own expectations. A reasonable prediction of the strength of this collab from a rational perspective. Okay, strength positioning of collab characters. Generally friendly but not overpowered. Firstly, it needs to be clarified that because collaboration events are limited time and rarely rerun, collaboration characters in most games are usually not designed to be too powerful. I imagine a must-have character appeared among the collab. New players who join might find their gaming experience negatively impacted. Previous collaboration, Delicious in Dungeon, illustrates this point. The free character Senshi and support type Farlan weren't very strong, had low usage in teams with the full roster. Stronger Marcel was not considered a must-have, and was mostly used for clearing mobs and defeating weaker opponents. Like, if we look back on the schedule, right? CN did get Marcel and Farlan after Nydia and SP Nana, so they did get it around. Like, Marcel's often compared to Levata, right? So it was still like a bit of a gap afterwards, and she's a bit like a Levata side grade, right? So, or like a Nydia side grade there. And we got Marcel and Farlan pretty much the same time, right? Alongside Rico, they had Rico after, and then we had like SP Samantha and Credenza after the collab. So like fairly similar timings there. And we yet to have Parsifal, but yeah, it is what it is. So it is like the previous collab was definitely, not really that OP units. But if we have a look at, let's keep going with this, right? Fably collab, yeah. So in the events that they had like a live meetup event on the Taiwan and Japanese version. There was like an official announcement. CN is nearing the end of the element expansion, and the elements expansion hasn't yet released on the global version. Like, on the 14th of November, that's when the element patch ends for CN, and Kiancha is the last unit, right? As the last unit. And then, if the collab does drop for us, I'm thinking either 28th of November, because that's a preview, or we might be talking at 5th of December. Like, I'm not sure if we'll do like exact same day, or we'll be like still a week off, even if it's a simultaneous. Like, simultaneous doesn't mean like exact day, right? It's just that we're both gonna get it at the same time. A week offset is pretty much the same time, yeah? I don't know how the actual dates of this is going to work, but yeah, we might have Parsifal drop, and yeah, we don't have like the jump into the new SOC units, the 2.0 time skip with SP Mytha, or the element patch. So definitely a really good time between. It's like the gaps between both versions, all the dates all match up. Strength of collab characters will not exceed the average level element expansion characters. Otherwise, if collaboration characters are too strong, The global version will face pressure when promoting the element expansion characters later, which clearly does not conform to a reasonable pace of version, iteration, and character sales. Yeah, like if they're too strong, it'll be like, if you get the collab, do you skip SP Meta? Do you skip Lucama? Because if you skip Lucama, right, you're skipping pretty much all the element characters that depend on her. So they need to find a way to still have these units sell and also sell the collab. So it's going to be still a bit of a balance there. But then they also have to balance it in a way that, CN is all the way until Kensha. So they need to be like, oh, look, we released Shanaz and Kensha, but we need to have these collab units for CN to make them like good enough for people to pull. Because, if you have all the element units, why would you pull for the collab? So there's also the thought from the CN side. Collaboration characters often have simple and clear mechanics, effectively raising the team's minimum performance level, making them friendly to low and mid-level players, experience seekers, and beginners. Caters both new players and enriches the team composition options for low to mid-level players. Taking Delicious in Dungeon, for example, Marcel has a clear trait and high efficiency in clearing stages. Farland significantly improves survivability in high difficulty stages, and Senshi as a free character is a real benefit for beginners. I mean, I guess like Senshi's kind of like, nobody really uses Senshi, right? But yeah, I think it's still a solid free character. I believe that the collaboration follows similar character combination. I mean, we might not only get 2 characters, right? 3 characters, because it'll be like Geralt, Theory, and Yennefer, and get Triss as well, maybe. We'll see. The strength of the collaboration characters will likely exhibit a decent floor, low ceiling characteristic, making them relatively friendly to casual players and beginners. Expected that the strongest character overall strength will not exceed tier 1 level. But wait, if he says collab units will only be tier 1, Hamlet's tier 1, right? Lucama's tier 1. Shams is tier 1 for him. So they just won't be like SP Samantha, SP Nana level. Beyond intensity, what's even more anticipated is the quality of the content. I mean, they did spend a lot of time and effort on the Delicious in Dungeon collab. Like, remember hooking up all the ingredients, the event stages? They were pretty fun, right? Like, maybe like not, but it was like really high level content. Like, I'm sure some people didn't really enjoy it. There was like, a few puzzle stages and a few hard stuff, but I think it was like overall, it was a solid collab, yeah? Then it's not, does the limited strength of collab characters mean it's not worth looking forward to? Value goes beyond the character strength, quality of the event content. Explore the mysterious labyrinth, helping the chef who transformed into Nightmare Goat. Story experience remains unforgettable. Narrative quality was widely praised amongst players and left warm memories for the fans of both Sword of Convallaria and Delicious in Dungeon. Promo art for Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So it does offer greater potential for imagination in terms of the plot, given the deep world and well-developed characters of the Witcher series. I'd speculate that collaboration might revolve around Ciri's unexpected journey to the land of Sword of Convallaria, enters to escape pursuit, and joins Geralt and other characters from the local world to face the crisis of the Night of Witches. We can expect not only the iconic elements of Witcher series, such as the Witcher Bard and Gwent. Yeah, they probably would have Gwent in the game, right? It's so iconic. I can't imagine they don't. To be cleverly incorporated as Easter eggs, but also the possibility of seeing Geralt, Ciri, and other characters fighting alongside local witches like Estra and Bellatrix. Who's that? Or do they mean like Team Meteor? Therefore, we have reason to believe that official team will also deliver high-scoring performance in terms of storyline and dungeon design this time. Look forward to the Witcher 3 collab bringing new surprises in terms of content. Third, the internal love behind the collab deserves our trust. Share behind-the-scenes story. Announcement between the Sword of Convallaria and Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Mr. Satoru Honma, Japanese regional manager of CD Projekt Red and the person in charge of the Japanese localization of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, posted on X. The collaboration has been announced. SSC is a pixel art tactical RPG that I personally love. Last year, when he tweeted about it, caught the attention of one of the developers who happens to be a Witcher fan. I reached out to discuss the possibility of a collaboration. Since tactical RPGs are my favorite genre, felt like a dream project. Passionately pitched the idea internally and got the project approved. Hope there's people around the world besides him who are just excited about the idea of playing Geralt in a tactical RPG. Exciting. I reckon that'll be a furniture, right? We'll just sit on Geralt in the bath. We watched the Scorpion get into the water like over and over as like a repeating animation. The collaboration not only responds to the expectations of raid leaders, but also stems from a genuine passion within both teams. This creative drive, born from eternal love, would undoubtedly motivate the team to meticulously refine the content when two worlds that both value choice converge. It will surely bring raid leaders a truly immersive adventure for decision makers. Let's wait and see. Yeah, maybe like in the collab, we'll have like different endings. It'll like, be like a mini SOD. Like, you know, you have your Triss ending, you have your Yennefer ending, and then the all alone ending, right? I'm really excited. Japanese server is much healthier than the CN server. I felt definitely let the foreign players enjoy it after the CN server is fully tested. What they mean here is that there's been an ongoing theory that the CN and Taiwan server are like the beta servers for the global and Japanese version. Like they test all the bugs and things out, they get all the complaints, and then we get like the Polish version because we just get stuff like that's just cut out. They're like, nah, feedback was bad. We're not giving this to global, right? We didn't get like the version 1 Tower Versity. We didn't get Spring Defense. We didn't get Kia's Cloak, right? And then we got like our Milders in the Lighthouse. They're like, oh, Milders didn't sell well. Let's put them in. And at the start, remember they skipped the whole bunch of like our units at the start. Like we started with Gloria straight into Ida and like, and then we skipped like what Alexi and like everyone else who were like actual banners. So remember the bit of like time skip we had at the start. But it is what it is. Allows people to keep their true feelings hidden. Expressing our true thoughts can create a negative external atmosphere, leading to bad reputation, bad impression, loss of self-confidence. Yeah, maybe. I mean, CN players, they're very they're not as open with their emotions, right? So maybe they're just keeping their thoughts hidden, and it's like they're not going to really complain about it. They're just being more polite, right? And talking between the line. We're the ones who eat poop. International version, just optimize negative feedback before serving it up. Japanese mobile games are more pay to win and grind heavy. In the tense Night Crimson series migrated into the story, she casually opened a portal, sent Ciri to her, and encountered Geralt and Yennefer. Then Geralt slept with Inanna. Perfect. That's how you make a tighter connection. Okay. It'll be outrageous in other games, but it makes perfect sense in Geralt of Rivia. This is a warning to us. Although it's very popular, don't have too high expectations on its strength. If it's lower than expected, don't make trouble. Yeah, is this a hit from Super Mew Mew? He's like, oh, like, don't have high expectations of the collab. The units just aren't that good, because I assume he probably has access to the collab units already, right? So this is a subtle hint from him saying, yeah, collabs units are bad. Don't pull on them. Strength is average. I won't pull. If it's too strong, there won't be any new players unless the game plans to rerun it. And is the game willing to spend money on a rerun? Yeah, launching simultaneously. Those focus on power levels should think carefully. But they'll still be strong to us, right? Where's the Hesher guide? Yeah, he hasn't released a Hesher guide there. But yeah, really exciting. Definitely a nice discussion. Like, it'll be worse for the CN compared to us, right? Like, even if they release something like have Geralt like have a Shams level unit, like Geralt is Shams sort of thing, I think that's still a solid pull for us. Like, they can't be as bad as Fakel, right? SP Fakel. And I mean, they could potentially be like Camelot or SP Samantha level. Like, I feel like Shanaz might even creep SP Samantha, so they're releasing Shanaz and then they give us like Syria or Yennefer as like a strong mage. Then that's gonna be at least like a side grade to Shanaz, right? And then that will be like a better than SP Samantha in a way. Or they have like Geralt similar to like Kensha, however he will be. Or Ciri is like a Selena type character. Or like on the par with Lukema. But yeah, they'll be like fairly neutral because like all our units are very they're very faction based, right? We got the unions, and then we got the SOC, and then this is all the element characters. They don't really, I mean, you can mix and match them, but they also have like faction specific teams, and Collab would just be like separate units out of that. So it's good in a way where they'll be like strong flex units that you can put into any team. But it also means that they don't really have much faction synergy unless they synergize with themselves. But yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see how they'll plan it out. And yeah, just really excited for the collab. Anyway, I'll end it there. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.